Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the second part of this course. In the first part of the course, we saw how to make the main base, and we've added some Boolean functions to the structures, and we've made also the mat, where we've seen a little bit of how to use the clone tool and the randomizer effect. Okay, so as you can see, this is very easy to do. It's not really very complicated. And we're going to continue on the road of doing easy stuff. Okay? That way we can understand everything well, as this is a course not for beginners, but for people who are starting out. Alright, it's a bigger plan for you guys. The next step, well, that would be to start making the sushi. Alright? For this, nothing better than having actual photos to look at and take references from, and get hungry. We're going to start with a very common, very traditional sushi. To do this, we'll make a cube. We're going to scale it to the size of a piece of sushi, more or less. Like that. Okay. Alright, so I know you already know that if we add like a softening effect, okay, this element here, also known as subdivision surface, we're going to be able to soften the corners of the cube. So if I go now, while holding Alt, I select this cube, and I hit the subdivision surface button, as you can see, the cube is inside this property, and the whole surface has been softened. Now it looks like kind of a squashed sphere more than a cube, right? Okay, so now from here we can determine the subdivision that can be seen in the editor or in the render. Okay, so this doesn't happen, or so it'll happen but with a bit more control over it. We can add some clips, some cuts. With each cut, the area is going to get closer and closer to the original, okay? For this, we're going to make this cube here editable, okay? With the C key, or with this button here. And we'll get the faces. And we're going to put this option here, the looped clip. We're going to do some clips, okay? We'll make a clip here. See what happens. We're seeing in real time how the area is softened, okay? We'll add another clip here. Another clip right here. And another clip here. With this, we have our shape a little more squared, but not as exaggerated, okay? Here we can see, for example, that it's gone a little bit too much. So we simply have to go back and make the clip again. Okay, we'll go to the point. The more clips we do, and the closer they are together, the more it looks like the initial figure, okay? A clip in the center is going to be good, all right? There. And we have this part ready. Okay, so the next step is to determine what the sushi is going to have on top. Seeing as right now, this just seems to be like a piece of tofu, all right? To do this, we'll grab another cube and we'll scale it. All right, it's the same procedure. We scale the cube and then we put it on top of the other one. And this, we'll start with like an easy sushi, and then later we'll do the more complicated ones, okay? Turn on your oven just in case. This will be what the sushi has on top. It can be a piece of meat, a piece of fish. We'll figure that out seeing the shape it gets and the color we give it, I guess. Now, like before, we hold Alt and click here to put the cube in the subdivision surface. We make this editable. All right, let's select the faces. Let's put in some points, some clips. Sorry. One here, another one here. And I think one in the middle will be enough. Okay, like that. All right. Now we could like put some seaweed. You know that seaweed that sushi has on top. all right, on this part here, we'll just do it. We're just going to do that in the following way, okay? So you're going to get a flat shape, and you're going to put it on top, and then we'll scale it, all right? All right, let's see, all right. So from the orange points, as always, we can scale it to just leave like the base, okay? Leave it like the base. Okay? More or less like this, okay? Now here, we'll make it editable again with the C key, and we'll see that it has a ton of points. To make so this doesn't happen before editing, before we make it editable, we hit Ctrl Z, and remember that here we can, as in any other primitive shape, we can control the number of cuts, or the number of pieces. We're not seeing it because we're not working with the net visor. To activate the visor, we just have to go to display and hit Garand shadings, and this way we can see the net, the whole net. We can see a lot of segments, okay? So we don't want that, so we put 0 and 0, so it reestablishes, well, to 1, and that will be the clips on each side. Now, if we make it editable and select the points, and here, like, we're going to do this by hand. It's just a question of placing the points. Another way to do this is to extrude the edges. So, select the edges, and from this button here, we extrude the edge. All right, this edge right here. All right, then we click out of the model, and that will we'll continue extruding. When we've done all the extruding, we can just head down. If we do this on the other side at the same time, well, that way we'll be working, at least for now, with symmetry. You can do this in different ways, like anything in 3D. We can make it so this starts here, we turn it around, and then apply the symmetry, or by doing it all together. All right, because the symmetry is identical. However, this is however you want to do it. There's many ways to do it. Later, obviously, we'll join the points, so it makes it better. Okay, let's just try doing it straight up. Okay, like this. Select the two edges, extrude. All right, like that. Make another extrusion here, okay? And we're going to bring it down. Don't worry, because we can later adapt the points and we'll put in more cuts if necessary. Okay, here we're going to make another extrusion with the arrow. We can move it. And here we can see how we're not working. It seems we're not working in symmetry, right? One of these edges is kind of veering to the other side. Simply select one edge, or just one edge, and we'll the other side, we'll do it by hand as well, okay? Don't worry. We have to make cuts as well, so don't worry if you're not using symmetry, as we're going to adapt it later. It's not a problem. We do this. Another one here. Okay. And if any of this is kind of annoying, just hide it. Click here on all elements to hide them so they don't bother you, like our problems. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's continue making these extrusions and placing the elements. Okay, like that. Make another one here. Another one here. And another one here. And now we're going to join them all with no problem, don't worry. Like this, more or less. We select the other one, like this. And we're going to join these 2 points. To do this, we can select the points. And with this button here, we click, okay, in the middle. Okay, again, we select the points. And, sorry. like this, the 2 points, and with this function, we click in the middle to join these points. Now we simply have to select the faces and clip wherever we need to. Okay? Here, for example, we can adapt the shape by making another clip here. And then another one here. Okay. And okay. Right now we're going to start accommodating the points patiently and by hand. We just have to place all of this, okay? All right, like that. It's looking good. Right, look how fast I'm going. It's fast, right? Yeah, fast. Okay, so the next step is to apply some volume to this strip of seaweed, because now it's completely flat. Okay, to do this, we're gonna apply a tag, a cloth tag. This is normally used to like simulate textures and textiles, but it could be useful for us here. With Alt, we press here, and we get the element in the cloth tag. As you can see, nothing happened, because we have to change these parameters here. The thickness is what we're going to put on this element. If we put 1 on this strip, it gets thicker. All right, we're going to put 0.5. All right, let's see how it looks. It looks good. Here in subdivision, okay, so the more we add, the sharper it's going to be. Okay, I think with 3 it's good. With 3 it's perfect. Okay, if we unmark this, we can also manage the points, and we can finish accommodating any element we need to. If we activate it again, we can see the softened geometry. Okay, so to finish this piece of sushi, we're just gonna maybe like we can put some herbs on top, some spices. Okay, some herbs. So we're gonna make a cube. We're gonna scale it a lot. We're gonna bring it way down. Okay, make it really small. It's a spice, dude. Something like this. Okay, something like this. It's small. Okay. We could even get this little thing that we've made and put it in subdivision surface. And we can like, make it editable. We can set the faces, make a cut here. Just here. Another one here. And another one here. We get it to be like a little bit sharp, like in a point, okay? Like a herb would be, like a little leaf. That's what herbs are. They're little leaves, guys. They're delicious little leaves. Okay, let's get this subdivision surface. And we're going to position it right here. Now, from here, we can bring down the subdivision to 1, and in the editor, leave it at 1, okay? As well as for the render. Now let's make it a little bit bigger. Okay, we're going to turn it a little. Okay, and let's make another one with control. Turning it around again, and we can create another element, okay? Another piece. And we'd have, our first sushi. Down here, we have to adapt it a little bit so that when we activate all the stuff we've hidden, all right, it can still be seen well. That way, we're gonna make this, and we can continue. I don't know your opinions on spices, guys. I like spice. I use them a lot. It's up to you. Okay. Now we're going to use all this we've just done. And what we're going to do now is tidy up all these elements. That's really important, as we do need to order to make duplicates of these sushi. And having it this way, well, it's not going to help us. It's just a mess. So now we're going to take some time. I'll move this over really quickly for you so that you can just order and classify all of it with names, okay? So let's do this, and then we'll continue with another sushi. Okay, so when we're done with that, as you can see, I have it all classified. We have the board inside of a null object. Okay. The sushi is also classified and inside of another null. Okay. All right, let's get this sushi, and we're going to duplicate it. We're going to do in that, be able to do another one from the base of this first one. We'll just give it like a little bit of variation, okay? There's that sushi, you know, that one with the crab's legs, right? They're delicious. We're going to make one of those. To do this, we're going to get rid of this element right here. You know what? The herbs can go too. We'll get rid of the herbs too. Get them out. Get rid of the herbs. And now, just make a cylinder. Okay, there's a cylinder. We're going to turn it 90 degrees. And we're going to scale it. I really like sushi, guys. I don't know what your opinion is on sushi, but I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's very versatile food. It's kind of healthy. It's kind of good for you, too. You know? It's just best of both worlds. Delicious and healthy. Okay. All right. Let me see. All right, we'll make two. One here and another one here. And later we'll put some like leaves or like legs or some kind of tail. All right, like a prawn on top. And with that, we would have like enough. Okay, so we'll duplicate. And we'll put this one more or less here. If we see that the other one is like a little too big, we can scale it, no problem. All right, get the tofu. Okay, and we'll make it smaller. Like this. Okay? Don't worry about it, guys. So the same with this part here. With a bit of patience, we can go along adapting the points, okay? We'll get this for 1 second. We'll get this. Remember that you can use the frontal vision. And from here, with this element here, the rectangle selector, we can modify the points easier. Remember as well that you have to have this bit deselected, okay? All right, cool. If your sushi's too big, you gotta make it smaller, man. You can't fit that in your mouth, you know? Make sure you can. It's not good if you don't. Okay, so in this case, here we can add another cut just to finish like this central area, okay? Like this. Okay, like that. Well, now we can activate it as we did before with the cloth tag to adjust the sushi to this, okay? To this seaweed. Okay, as I was saying, like we can add like a tail, like a shrimp. All right, so we're gonna start again with a cube. As you can see, we're just using really simple shapes. You'll see what it looks like at the end, okay? Don't worry about it. We're gonna scale the cube. Simple shapes where everything started. Fibonacci code, right? I don't know, maybe. All right, so more or less like this. And now we're gonna make it editable. Okay, we're gonna make a cut in the middle. All right, right here. Another one around here. And now we get the points on the left part, the ones at the ends, like that. and we're going to scale it. Now we're going to lower it if we need to. Remember that we can just select the top part, just the top part, okay? Okay. And now, just with that, we can see just how it looks with the subdivision surface, okay? Right, keep this selected with the Alt key, and we can put a subdivision surface here, right there. All right. Okay, so let's deactivate that, and we can go accommodating the points because they're still a little too wide. It's still a little too wide. All right. So let's activate the subdivision surface, and it looks a bit better. It looks a bit better now, right? Doesn't look like sushi yet, but it's getting there. Okay, now we're going to place this element around here. Okay, like that. And we're going to copy one of them and turn it. Okay, and then we're going to scale it. Okay, now let's place it around here. And then we're going to do the same thing with the other side. Copy. Turn it. And scale it. Okay. Just like this, okay? Little by little, with a lot of patience. Guys, a lot of patience when making your sushi. It's a hard dish to make. People train for years to do it. Okay, so now let's get everything we've done. And we're going to right click and we're going to put it in a group of objects. And now let's duplicate this group of objects with Control key to put it on the other side. Okay? More or less, let's say here. Okay? Okay, we're just going to adjust it a little bit by hand. All right? If you see you need to, like, you just do it by hand. Okay, so now we're just going to leave this part of the course here, and in the next lesson, just so you know, we'll be doing more elements just like this one. Okay, hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys later. Bye!